Hello and welcome to the Infinite Escape Room, the puzzling podcast where a gaggle of chums come together to make and solve audio escape rooms for one another. You catch us in the middle of our summer break, where we're taking the next week off to recharge the old puzzle muscles. But fear not, dear listener, for I have a special treat in store for you. For this week, we're pulling a special episode out of the archives and giving you never-before-heard content that was previously left on the cutting room floor. This episode is newly edited with extra music and sound effects, as well as some additional commentary along the way. Now, the original recording of this episode was over 2 hours long, so a fair amount had to be cut for the original release. And because this episode was delayed in getting released originally, I think it didn't get a fair shake the first time round. So, in this director's cut edition, you get here Jamie, John, Dom and Anikos fumble around in the desert with a surprisingly northern-sounding Bear Grylls breathing down their neck. And since it's a classic Mike Collins puzzle, there's some learning theory trickery snuck in there too. It's fun and informative. This episode is brought to you by our wonderful Patreon supporters, Rachel Allen, Hal Finn and Will Bain. Thank you also very much for keeping us off the streets and on the air. And now, without any further ado, sit back, grab a cup of warm urine, and enjoy the Desert of Wee Reborn. Okay, thanks, Slavey, bye!
Hello, and welcome to the Infinite Escape Room, the puzzling podcast where a gaggle of geographically diverse chums come together, have a drink, and then work together to solve an escape room with the ears before buggering off to the pub for a drink. I am your host, Mike Collins, riggedy-diggedy Mike Collins, and my recent startup, unfortunately, hasn't been doing so well. Started a little business where ducks in lorries deliver Jacob's biscuits. It's driving me quackers. And I am joined by my groaning crew of lovely greeple.
I am Anikos, and once my cat turned the light on for me without me even needing to ask her.
Is that
Again,
true?
that feels like a
I
truth.
hope that's true.
It is true. Oh, is that
Wow.
That's true?
No, it
Yeah.
is true.
No,
It's so much better when
that
it
is cool.
No,
Yeah.
That's got to be the only catalogue time that a cat did something for a human without payback or payment.
She was very pleased with herself, if that helps.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Jamie, and thanks to the nuclear armaments program in the 1980s, I have a pickled toe in a jar that I like to wheel out at parties and scare my guests.
I'm Dom, and if I say my name after dark, dogs howl for a 5-mile radius.
I mean, define, like, do dogs know that it's sunset, or has it got to be like pitch black?
The sun has to have set, yeah, fully.
You've got other stuff going on for your name, though, Dom, because whenever something surprising happens, you can go, Dom, Dom, Dom.
I could do that.
Which
You just
activates the
choose
triple
not
howl.
And I am John, and I am very proud. I have 2 pieces of literature in the publishing pipeline. The first is a piece of statistical data analysis entitled "Pirates Were Cool." It's a groundbreaking piece exploring the links between the decline in seafaring piracy and the rise in ocean temperatures. And I think it's going to solve a lot of questions. And the second is a historical counterfactual novel called "Better Off Without Us," in which I explore the results of Britain failing to come to the aid of France in World War I, leading to a swift German victory, millions of lives saved, no Russian Revolution, no Nazis, no Hitler, no Stalin, no World War II, no Cold War, peace and prosperity for all.
And Harambe still lives.
And Harambe still lives, because that was also our fault.
Are you ready, folks?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Maybe.
Does the pen
Then let's-
work?
Does the pen work?
With the GM very firmly closing the door on John. He's like, can I have one more wee? No. Then let's enter the Infinite Escape Room. With the last echoes of ghostly arson still ringing in your nose, you watch the haunted house behind you crumble in flames. Well, that'll drive the Zoopla estimate up, mutters the estate agent, as he brushes ash off his incredibly cheap, incredibly shiny suit. Golly, what a busy time you've had recently. What a busy 5 years you've had going through the Infinite Escape Room, because it's going to be 5 fucking years will have been going by the time this goes out. And you also realise it's nearly the end of the summer holidays, and you've not booked a getaway yet. A brief Google on your phone, filtered by cheapest flight, a hop in a taxi, an interminable wait to get through security, and you are all up in the air in a jumbo jet, heading towards an all-inclusive Mediterranean paradise. At last, a break.
Are there any
You're just
snakes
about.
on the plane?
There's not, but wait until you hear what is, because you're just about to settle into your in-flight nuts when you happen to glance at the other passengers.
Oh, here we go.
To your left is Buddy Holly. To your right is John F. Kennedy Jr.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. A rumble, a bonk, screaming, air masks deploying, a shower of tiny packets of nutlings, and a crash. And you're stood in the middle of the desert, the blazing wreck of the plane behind you, a sea of sun-drenched sand around you, and a famous face regarding you thoughtfully. Hey up! This is a turn-up for the bloody books, innit? I've been in some survival scrapes, but this takes the Yorkshire pudding. Hello there, I'm Bear Bloody Grylls. Colin, it's famously rugged, outdoorsy man, Bear Grylls. He sat on the desert sand, watching you, sipping pensively on a cup of his own urine.
Is he northern?
No?
Now, on the Infinite Escape Room, we have a reputation for doing not very accurate celebrity impressions. And in fact, most of them end up sounding like they're from the north of England, like as if you ordered a cameo, but of Timu. It's become almost a trope of ours, so it's easy to not pay too much attention to it when it happens. But I think in this case, it was actually a subtle bit of foreshadowing for what comes later.
Hey, by gum, we're in a pickle here and no mistake. And I should know. I once went a whole day without pie and balm. Here's the situation. Based on the flight path, I can deduce we've crash-landed a whopping 100 kilometres off of our intended path. Now, thanks to some ground sightings made before the descent, I reckon we're at least somewhere near a remote mining camp. You look around, and the desert stretches endlessly before you, dotted with cacti and offering very little shade from the scorching heat. Everyone is decked out in light clothes, perfect for your casual flight, but utterly disastrous for a desert excursion. The team's collective possessions, a pocket full of change, a pen, and a smattering of 14 random items rescued amidst the flames.
Does the pen work?
No. Bear Grylls motions for you to join him. Now, gather round, everybody, gather round. Now, let's see. Plane wreckage, scorching heat, 14 items, our way out. But remember, it's not about things, it's about unity, strength within, and the North. We're in survival mode now. Decisions count, and we'll conquer this together. Give me your top 5 items to survive this in 15 minutes. We'll move out in 40 minutes. Let's do it! The items...
So we've got sub-timings.
The items are a pocket knife, a pair of sunglasses. I'll put these in the chat, by the way.
Oh, good.
A pocket knife, a pair of sunglasses, a cosmetic mirror, a sectioned air map of the area, 1 bottle of rubbing alcohol, 100 salt tablets, 1 red and white parachute, a compress kit with gauze, a bandage kit, a litre of water per person, a compass, a flashlight, a book entitled Edible Animals of the Desert, 1 plastic raincoat, and a 45 caliber pistol, which is loaded. I'm putting all that into the chat for you now.
I mean, those are all useful items.
Yes. I mean, this is also basically the plot of Flight of the Phoenix so far.
How did they get rid of that?
They had a plane designer amongst their midst, and they built a new, smaller plane from the wreckage of the old plane. Are any of us plane designers?
I am.
Yeah. Sweet, let's do that. New plane. Done.
New plane.
We're out.
I'm also a liar.
Your time starts now.
Oh, I thought we already started.
Okay, so we've got to pick 5 in quarter of an hour.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was 15.
Just to check before we start, anything about, like, in our clothes other than what you've listed, if we have a good rummage around?
In your clothes, no, you rummage and you find, in your case, Jamie, only more Jamie.
Oh, hello.
Well,
Everybody else finds their respective
Hello,
selves.
extra toe.
we had a pocket of change as well, didn't we?
I wonder if how useful these items are is in relation to our surroundings. So can we explore the immediate area a bit, please?
Certainly. You are just surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. Sandy, sandy desert. You also have the flaming wreck of the plane and, of course, Bear, who's watching you, sipping on his own wee, as is his wont.
What time of day is it?
Wednesday.
Now, what time of day?
Oh, lunch. The sun is right overhead.
Right.
See, I tend to lunch more sort of 2 p.m.
It's basically
We all got
mid-afternoon
up really
snack by
early
then,
for
but
this flight, surely, so
Hmm.
it's time
Yeah,
for
it's the
our
first day.
lunch. Yeah.
Checking at the hotel was 2.
Where will we headed?
Mediterranean-ish.
How did we land
Yeah,
up in the
but
desert then?
how do we end up in the desert then?
Really? Did I say cheap flight? It's a really cheap flight. You are connecting via Nairobi.
I wasn't asking just to be facetious, just because I figured a compass is
Those will
only,
come later.
a compass
You were trying to work out
useful
which
if we know
hemisphere
where
we're
we're
in.
supposed to be going.
Yeah.
No, it's irrelevant.
I take it the flamey wreckage of the plane is inaccessible to us.
You can get kind of around it. You've pulled everything, the items that you see out of it, but do you want to inspect it a little bit more?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I want to get to Buddy Holly's remains. I want his glasses.
So you do see a couple of charred corpses, but they are like still actively sizzling, so I wouldn't recommend going anywhere near there. You go around the plane, apart from the items being pulled out, there's nothing really you can do with it. It's hot and spitty and dangerous and nasty. You do, however, find just next to the plane the jettisoned and much damaged black box. The housing and the broadcast equipment attached are damaged, definitely beyond repair, but you do hear a very faint sound coming from it.
What is the sound?
Yeah, can you specify?
Much like a seashell, you put it to your ear and you hear the sound of the plane.
Okay, is this repeating? Because that sounds very much like Morse code.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I wrote down loads of beeps.
You just write down beep, 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 beep.
No, I just wrote the word loads of beeps. I couldn't be bothered writing them all out.
It's
There were definitely different lengths in there.
I must
But they
admit,
were all beeps.
There was a lot, though.
Mm.
so those are 5. They're in sequences of 5, which I think is Morse code for numbers rather than letters, but I don't know what they are.
Oh, clever boy.
We don't have any information on
Rapid typing there
understanding
by
it.
Michael.
In our items, there's nothing that will help us translate Morse code specifically.
There isn't.
No. Could we listen to it one more time, Mike, just so we can get the...
You can.
I'm not getting it down.
Yeah, I lost that pretty quickly.
Yeah, I got to beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep, 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 and then
I think the last 4 sequences of 5 at the beginning kind of stumped me a little bit, but we can come back to that when we
The
know.
last of the sequence was five dots, effectively.
Yeah.
Would it be very, very bad to Google Morse code at this point?
I would say you're in the middle of the desert. You don't have a signal. You do have a survival expert on.
I was going to say we have Bear Grylls.
yes.
Why do we not ask Bear Grylls what the Morse code means, but also which 5 items he would recommend for us?
Yeah, let's do that.
If it's good
it's not
enough
a
for
bad idea.
Obama.
You go to Bear and you ask him which ones he'd recommend, and he'd say, "I recommend the best 5. Come on, this is a team activity. You can work this out."
Okay, he's drifting more and more towards Fred Dibner.
Yeah, it's not a very consistent accent.
Pretty soon he's going to be doing demonstrations of theme trains. Okay, can we ask him about the Morse code, as Aniko suggested?
He goes, "Morse code? Oh, absolutely." And he shows you his left buttock.
Oh, good.
For any
upon
particular
which,
reason,
Oh,
or
right,
just because
okay.
it's particularly juicy?
upon which you see
I see.
Ooh.
Okay, so that is international Morse code, written down A through to Z and then 1 through to 0.
But I can't open it because it's transparent PNG, so it appears as black against black.
Yeah.
No, I see it.
I have
see
the
it's black
same.
against grey.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, 2 secs.
So does this mean that Bear Grylls is a black arse?
Well, he's not going to have like white tattooed on his ass, is he? That's why he's
This
got
is
like
true.
that's a man who takes a PNG to a tattoo
Now,
artist.
Mike, if you'd been doing this properly, you would have given him like proper skin, which would have been grisly.
Grizzly bear.
Yeah, for some reason, every time I Google skin texture, Google doesn't give me an answer anymore. I don't know why. It's like it's had enough.
I just need it for my research.
Yeah, you always click the shopping tab. That's
Okay, so based on that, I've got the last 4 sets of Morse code dots and dashes as the numbers 1, 2, 8, and 5. But I'm missing the beginning bit.
I got 5. Shall we hear the beginning? The beginning, I thought it was 2 dashes initial. Oh, no, or dash dot initially.
yeah, I
which
got
would
dash dot
be
and then
N.
5 dots, but
Then 5 dots, which would be 5. I got the first 3 down, which was N, 5, and then L.
Yep.
And I got the last one as 5, but I lost it after L.
Yeah, I got 1, 2, and 8 of those other ones. So N, 5, L, 1, 2, 8, 5, potentially. But it could even be, I've misheard it, and it could be like a letter number sequence. N5L, yeah, I agree with that.
Is there any chance we can listen to a section of that, Michael, or can you only replay?
I can only replay the thing, but seeing as the challenge isn't how good are your ears,
Okay.
Beautiful.
Right. So Mike's now given us the dots and the dashes, which look like a very, very sleepy person in ASCII. So we have dash dot, which is
N for November.
Yes, that's your N.
Yeah, N for November. Then the 5 dots, which is indeed 5. Then dot dash dot dot, which is indeed L. Someone take over.
Then we got dot and 4 dashes, which is the number 1. Then we've got 2 dots and 3 dashes, which is the number 2. We've then got 3 dashes and 2 dots, which is the number 8. And then 5 dots again, which is the number 5.
so it is N5L1285.
N5L 1285.
you've got 5.5 minutes left. How are you doing with those items? Come on, you're having an adventure with Bear Grylls. That's me, Bear Bloody Grylls.
Hang on. There was a clue there.
Was there?
Well, there was something about the way you said, that's you with me, Bear Grylls, Bear Bloody Grylls. Like, I feel like that's suddenly significant.
Can we look at the items without choosing them? Like, could I have a look at the air map of the area and see if that contains any useful information, for example?
It's a sectional air map of the area. It's a
That means nothing to me. Why would you map the air?
It's an aerial shot of the ground sectioned off in a grid. It's
Coordinates.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Does it have X and Y coordinates marked on it?
It's just got A and 1.
Okay, yeah, but can you could we go to N5, for example?
You can. You see desert.
Okay.
You look at the entire map, and the entire map shows desert.
There's no sign of a mining camp on the map.
No, Bear mentioned he saw one as you flew overhead.
Okay.
I mean, we could just take the loaded pistol, point it at Bear, and say, "Get us out of this desert, or you get one between the eyes, you fuck."
He wants to die, let's be honest. He's been going off to the wilderness on his own so many times. He's like, why do I keep coming back alive?
No more pissy cocktails for you, Bear, unless you get us out.
Okay. The flashlight feels like it would be useful to signal with Morse code, I guess.
And
the flashlight and the mirror.
And the mirror.
I feel like a pocket knife is always important.
The rubbing alcohol sounds great.
Let's try and eliminate things. Like the sunglasses, I just can't see them being useful.
No.
We're in the desert. We could take turns.
The salt tablets, not in 40 minutes.
If we put the sunglasses on, does anything cool happen other than we're wearing sunglasses?
You look cooler.
Yeah.
You look cooler and hotter at the same time. You rogue.
I vote we keep the sunglasses.
Okay, we've probably got like 2 minutes.
Yeah, shit.
To decide.
You have he's 3 minutes.
I think edible animals seems like a good idea. A pocket knife seems like a good idea.
Yeah, compass seems good.
Well, shouldn't the gun be for edible animals so we have something to eat for a bit? Easier to shoot them than knife them.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to get taken out of context.
Yeah. Plus, there's a limit to how many animals you can kill with a pistol rather than a knife.
Yeah.
So a knife is reusable and has other purposes other than just killing.
Yeah. Although Bear would probably know all the edible animals in the desert anyway as our resource.
That's true. Is Bear coming with us?
Yeah, Bear, you coming with?
Oh, yeah, that's me. Absolutely.
Where do you want to wear the sunglasses?
So, but there's something very unreliable about this version of Bear Grylls.
Yeah, as he meant to
as you
rip
can
his
tell-
head off, and it's actually like a face-off kind of situation. And it's
No,
it
this
is actually
Bear Grylls is
quite
not only meticulously researched, but he's also on it.
So we're in the desert, so the water seems like a bit of a no-brainer for each of us to have something to stop us getting dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means we can't take. So what we've mooted so far is the book, the gun, the knife, the mirror, the flashlight, and now the water. So one of those is going to have to go.
I reckon we dump the knife.
I think we take the knife, we dump the book because we've got Bear, but I wonder whether we swap anything for the parachute to give us some sort of shade.
The raincoat could give us some shade. The raincoat could also be used for getting more water.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is,
we're out here
so could the parachute, though. The thing is, we are going to 40 minutes total. So anything about long-term survival is irrelevant here because we fail if we run out of 40 minutes. We're not going to. I mean,
It's 40 minutes that you embark.
Okay.
So you go on your. So I'm afraid long-term or medium-term anyway is very much your.
Oh.
Okay, I say I'm with Annika. Swap the book for the parachute.
Yeah, sounds good.
How many bullets are in the gun?
Enough.
Do you have your 5 items?
So is it water, parachute, knife, mirror, flashlight?
I feel like mirror and flashlight can do a similar job.
Well, no, one works
Yeah.
at night, one works during the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do I get the feeling this is going to be one of those no right answers Mike puzzles that he is so fond of?
I think it's just very specific right answers and everything else is useless.
As it turned out, they were both kind of right.
The solution.
Yeah, for some reason, I didn't consider a possibility that you'd speak to Bear, so I hadn't internalized his character. It's coming. It's coming.
All right.
They will speak to him with some very specific interactions, and at no other point ask him a question. Those were my thoughts.
They're not going to role play. What is this?
Right, it's been 15 minutes.
Oh, he's back.
Okay, give me your top 5 items, starting with most important, going down to number 2, number 3, number 4, and then number 5. So, what is your most important item? And remember, this is a test
The water.
for you and your survival.
Yeah.
Okay, number 1 for you is water.
Number 2, I think, is the parachute for shade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
That's good.
I'd argue the flashlight is number 3.
Oh, really? I'd go pocket knife.
No?
I'd go pocket knife so you can kill something to eat.
Or
Monaco's, you've always frightened me.
I agree, actually. I think the knife is more important than the
we
flashlight.
can hack off a cactus and suck its juice if we need it. So it
We
works.
might be able to reflect the sun with the knife's blade.
Maybe.
And number 4?
So we got the flashlight then, is it? To do the same thing but at night.
And then the gun.
Oh, I thought we took
Wait.
the mirror instead of the gun.
But do we need the mirror if we
Oh.
have the knife blade to do
I
the same
suppose
job?
not.
How
Although it's
glinty
hard
is
to
the knife
shave with the
blade?
knife while also looking in the knife to see how well you're shaving.
Yeah. Is it a shiny knife?
It's a pocket knife. It's a, standard pen knife.
Victorinox
It's
special.
shiny.
It's
mate.
shiny.
Yeah.
It's shiny.
Is it Swiss?
Oh, wow,
Is it proper
Dom
Swiss?
has a knife, guys.
But
Dom has a
I
knife in
can't
his
see
hand.
myself in it. So although it can reflect the light, it's not good enough to look at yourself.
We don't need
Oh,
that.
yeah, but what about that gun you've got in front of you, Dom? Is that good enough?
Come on and eat your
It's
answer.
not.
What's number
It's
4?
not 45 caliber.
Number 4 is the flashlight, but we're just arguing over number 5, whether that's the mirror or the pistol. Because I think the mirror, you could use it if you angle it correctly. You could use it to start a fire if you needed it. And also you could use it in the daytime to signal to planes flying overhead.
But it'll be harder to kill Bear Grylls and eat him with a mirror than it would with the gun.
Yeah, but we have a
This is
pocket
true.
knife, so we can kill him in his sleep if we need to.
Yeah.
Again,
Go straight for the jugular.
Strangling with a parachute.
Strangle him with a parachute. There you go. Drown him in the liter of water.
So we're going with the mirror.
Do pocket mirror then? Let's go with the path of non-violence.
I love the idea that
I don't
Bear's
know.
just standing there in front of us and we could drown him with the water. We
It's
could
all right.
shoot.
It's already become very clear he can't actually hear what we're saying.
He's been drowned a man in
programmed
an inch of
response.
piss. And I've had a lot, which is why my hearing's very bad. Okay, so number 1, you went for water. Number 2, parachute. Number 3, the knife. Number 4, the flashlight. Sorry. Read that wrong.
Wait, I want to change my answer. I want to change that.
And number 5, the mirror. Right, this was a test. And I tell you what, you lot have bloody failed so far. How are you lot going to survive out in bloody desert with me, eh? Let's try again. So, to run through, water, good on the top 5, nice, but a bit too high. Your parachute, what's that doing where it is? What's that doing where it is? I mean, yes, it can serve as a shelter, and it can serve as a signalling device, and it can temporarily help reduce your body temperature. But what's that doing where it is? Now, number 3, you had the pocket knife. That's very, very useful for rigging, shelter, cutting vegetation and things. But is it where it should be? And then number 4, you had the flashlight. Now, where's the flashlight? Now, that's, I'd say that's actually pretty much the right spot for that. It's reliable. It's good for signalling at night. It gives you 24-hour signalling capability, potentially. It's a multi-use item as well, and can also potentially be a digging tool or water container. So, yeah,
I think I've
number 4 is
died.
about right.
Have I died?
And finally, the mirror. Interesting one. I reckon you got that too low. Right,
Okay.
try again.
Okay.
You got 5 minutes. Bring me another list.
Given that we were still arguing past the initial 15 minutes of which items to take, Mike's 5-minute countdown to reorder the items by importance was slightly optimistic.
Okay, cool.
So we've got the right items, but in the wrong order, except for the flashlight.
yeah, flashlight's fine.
The flashlight. Flashlight.
That's what I said, John. What did you hear?
Soft jazz stuff.
No,
suited to the
no
background.
comment, Your Honour. So, did you think water? Did you think water should be higher?
Water should be-
Water's
was
number
too
1,
high.
so that's too high.
Yeah.
So I reckon maybe knife needs to be top. Then
Yep, it's worth a try. We've got 5 minutes. We can strong arm it in that much time.
Yes.
how,
Yeah, we
how
could
many
actually.
guesses
We
do
could
we
brute
get at
force this.
Yeah.
So everything was in the wrong place except for the flashlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how about knife top? Water second.
Yep.
Then
Then mirror.
Parachute.
Mirror.
the mirror.
Mirror. Because he said
Yeah,
it
I
was too
think-
low at the bottom. So
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So mirror and then parachute to the bottom.
Yeah.
Feels wrong though. Let's try it,
So
Mr. Grills.
knife, water,
Hey, up!
mirror, flashlight, parachute.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you reckon knife comes in number 1. A useful item, but not that useful.
Oh,
It's
good
lower
Lord.
in your list. It's lower in your list. Okay, water, you had at number 2. Now, litre of water per person, really useful. You can survive the first 3 days just on a litre of water. And dehydration is going to be one of your biggest problems. But it's too high. The mirror, again, too low. Critical item, very, very useful item.
Okay.
And then the parachute, what's that doing there?
Okay. So mirror's number
Okay,
1,
so-
then, right?
I reckon mirror or parachute is number 1.
Let's say
A
mirror's
parachute
number
has to
1.
be lower down. Oh.
I've been scribbling these out too thoroughly. I don't know what parachute has been in the past.
Parachute
Was second
was fifth
and
no,
second.
it was second, and that was too high, and now it's fifth. So parachute
So
must be third.
Third, yeah.
So
then
mirrors
knife
first.
or water for the second.
We had water as number 1, and now we had it as number 2. So we have to try it as number. Hang on.
5.
5.
5.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, water has to be 5 now.
Yeah,
I
Okay.
think
It was
I think
1, it
you're
was
right.
too high. It was
Who
2,
needs
it was too
water in
high.
the desert?
Yeah, nobody. And so then knife
which
is number
means
2.
that
Yeah.
knife is number 2 and mirror is number 1.
Let's give it a go.
Okay, let's try that.
Okay,
Mr. Grills,
hey up! He's really tucking into that wee.
He's still not done
This
yet.
is such a developed character.
yeah.
You're pretty sure. You're pretty
so-
sure it's not his anymore. He's
Okay, so-
found wherever the piss tank was jettisoned from the plane.
So mirror, knife, parachute, flashlight, water.
Okay, let's take a look at this then. So you've got the mirror at number 1. Correctamundo. That is a critical item for signalling. Did you know it can generate 5 to 7 million candle power of light in the sunlight? It's your absolute essential for daytime signalling for help. You have, as survivors, an 80% chance of being spotted and rescued within the first 24 hours if you just have this item with you.
Is that true?
Yep.
Really?
He is
I'm
Bear Grylls.
I'm Bear Bloody Grylls. I'm drinking piss. Would I lie to you while drinking piss and being Bear Bloody Grylls?
You've been told.
I hope the real Bear Grylls is listening to this. By the way.
I'm
We'll tag
also
him.
suddenly noticing that every single one of Mike's impersonations involves saying the first name and then bloody and then this name.
Or fucking.
Yeah, it's always a
Michael
curse
Bloody
word.
Angelo.
Yeah.
Heston fucking Blumenthal. Bear Bloody Grylls.
Now, the knife, very useful item. Again, you've not thought it through, not in the right place.
Fuck.
Okay.
What?
Let's see. What was it? Parachute at number 3?
Yeah.
What's that doing up there? What is that doing up there?
What's
It's
got
a
you
useful-ish
then?
item, but not the top of the list. And
It's not the top of the list, it's in the middle of the list.
You've got 14 items. And finally, you had the water at number 5.
Oh, so
Not
they're
quite
not the
your
right
Grylls.
items. Okay.
What? He didn't think parachute should be on the list at all.
No.
Sugar.
Wait, so we've got mirror right, and we've got
Flashlight
right.
Yeah.
And what, knife and parachute and water are all wrong?
No, I think parachute shouldn't be on the list, but knife and water should be.
Yeah.
So the only option left for knife is number 2?
No,
Well,
because
it is-
we've just
that
had
was
it number
I
2.
was number 2. Shit.
It's got to be 3. It's got to be 3. It can't be 4.
So then water would be 2.
Yes.
Because you need water, right?
We've had water
was
at number
2, and he
2,
said
yeah.
lower. And we've had water at 2.
So
We've had it.
water could be 5 and we're missing 2?
No, we had water at 5, and he said it should be higher. Didn't
3.
he? What did Bear say about 5, Mike? About water, sorry.
You can survive for the first 3 days with it. Litre of water.
But what,
And dehydration is one of your biggest problems.
One of your biggest problems.
So
Bloody hell.
3 is the only one we haven't used yet for water.
That's correct.
yeah.
So that means the
But
knife
knife-
can't be 3 then.
Yeah.
So
Let's try water at 3.
knife could be 5.
Life could be 5.
So then we're looking for a number 2 in the desert.
Hey! Use the knife.
I've
to
already
dig a
had
hole.
that.
And we're pretty certain on flashlight being 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so mirror something, water, flashlight, knife.
I mean,
Gun?
Let's go with
Surely
the plastic
not.
raincoat. I've seen him do stuff. I've seen the real Bear Bloody Grylls do stuff with the plastic raincoat.
yeah,
For the
you-
water
Is that paid for
collection.
stuff?
yeah, I
or
was
is
going to
that
say
like
you
free?
can collect water and stuff.
This is one of those classic moments where someone's got the right idea much earlier on in the puzzle, but then the group discounts it almost immediately and moves on quickly, only to pick it back up again later. Remember this?
The raincoat could give us some shade. The raincoat could also be used for getting more water.
Oh, yes.
So could the parachute, though.
Yeah, we'd forgotten about that. Justice for Dom.
Paid for stuff.
I think he gets paid for it.
And if
don't know
not,
if
then
that
I guess
counts.
the compress kit and the
Oh,
stitch you
compress
up
kit with the
could be
gauze.
useless.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh.
I don't think it's useful.
Shall we try mirror raincoat, water, flashlight, knife?
Sure.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
try.
Okay. So, at number 1, you got the mirror. Correctamundo, you knew that. At number 2, is it Anna, of course? Bloody inspired. Absolutely smashing. Did you know that the plastic raincoat is one of the most useful items you can have in the desert, ironically? It can be used to extract moisture from urine-soaked sand or from cut-up cactuses and plants. I should know. I'm currently enjoying some piss right now. Yum, 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 yum. He takes a big draft. Just through this, you can produce up to a litre of water per day. And it also helps insulate you, avoid expending too much energy during the hottest part of the day, which, by the way, is now it's feckin' boiling. Correctamundo on the old litre of water per person at number 3. That is right. Of course, you've got the flashlight at number 4, and the pocket knife is in its right place at number 5. Bloody well, well done.
Hey.
Woohoo!
I'll go and gather up those bits and pieces, shall I? And we'll get ready for our expedition into desert.
Let's go, Trek.
Goes away and starts busying himself, picking through those items.
And we escaped, yeah.
But then.
You have 14 minutes until the expedition begins.
Okay, so one of us also needs to hide the gun on this in case we do need to eat bear.
Yeah, smuggle it down the trousers.
So he's got to put the items together. He's given us no further instructions. Is that right?
Correct.
Should we follow him?
Okay.
See what he's doing?
I mean, we're not going to need a compass in the desert, are we? Because it's very clear where the sun is at all times.
Except in the night.
Would
Do you
Mirage...
travel at
I mean,
night in the
it-
desert? When
that's-
you're supposed to travel?
that's when the
No, it
dogs
gets
come.
freezing, doesn't it?
Something's off here. What are we supposed to be doing right now?
So
Well, I guess just sort of pottering, waiting for the expedition to...
Well, in that case, I'm
That's-
going to drink some of the rubbing alcohol.
let's get
Hey,
fucked
Don.
up.
Did you know that's actually the worst one? That's the worst one to pass. That would have been number 14 on the list. It's deadly if it's ingested. And while it can be used to start fire, it does burn with an
If you
invisible
put it
flame.
behind your ears, you soak it in slowly.
That is the voice of a man who's drunk meths before fire his ears.
And it's good for starting a fire. If you've got no kindling.
Why
if
would
need to
you
cook
start
bit
a
of bear.
fire right behind your ears, though?
If somebody's talking
Because you've
about
got the earwax handy. Is that what you're saying?
Got to say that's an interesting shaving method.
It does work. If she's
He said with a full
smooth as
beard.
you, who needs laser? Oh,
Smooth and cauterized.
You have 12 minutes until the expedition does.
Right,
shite.
so
So-
it's got to be something to do with our Morse code here.
oh yes.
Oh, God, yeah.
N5L1285.
Right. Any of these items begin with the letter N? Just in case it's like an index kind of thing. No.
No.
Okay, cool.
I feel like there's something still to be found.
Well, we've got an order. So now we've got the mirror
Mike is
and the
shaking his
raincoat.
head.
So we've got the mirror and the raincoat would be 1 and 2. 5 would be a knife. 8 we don't know because we didn't
Wait,
go that far down the list.
Why is it taking Bear Grylls 15 minutes to prepare items that are just in front of us? What's
Yeah,
Bear
and that
Grylls
we
Oh,
doing?
he's got-
picked. Yeah.
He's
Mandrake's
got
a lot
I will
of piss.
die or turn evil written all over him.
Did he cause the crash?
He is Obi
Yeah.
Wonky Berry.
He's just sort of, I mean, to be perfectly honest, he's just sort of pottering.
How does one potter in the desert?
I mean, I wouldn't read too much into that. That wasn't
Right.
an ominous Mike pottering thing. He's
Is
just
there
sort of
anything
pottering
else
around.
happening by the airplane? Is there anything else that we can see around us? Are there any
Yeah, has the
cacti that we
wreckage
should be
cooled?
cutting into?
Not at all. You have everything you need.
Are we supposed to kill each other?
I was going to say, are we going to play Russian roulette with the...
That's wow. That was almost a record time. To you have everything you need. I could kill myself, yes. And everyone around me.
N5L1285.
Is it?
What does that mean?
I'm tempted to think the N is like north, so north 5. But then what the heck is the L?
Hmm.
Left?
Latitude.
Longitude, latitude? But then how do we tell
I mean,
longitude and latitude?
That
in
could
the
just be
desert?
the serial number of the plane as well. And
Presumably we can still pick up the compass, right, Mike? It's still there.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I pick up the compass?
Yep.
And it's working.
Yep. It's camping.
Right. Could I walk north 5 paces?
You do.
Turn left?
You do.
Go 1.
Walk.
His voice alone is telling me this.
You
is
step
not
in a
gonna
puddle
work.
of Bear Grylls' piss. He's very cross with you. He was going to make a
Better get the
delicious
raincoat.
sangria out of that.
can we see that sequence N5L1285 anywhere else on the plane wreckage or on the items?
No.
Shit.
Let me know if you'd like a steer.
We'd like a steer. Oh, is that just me? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I would too.
I'm not just like flummoxed about how to solve this. I'm flummoxed about what I'm solving.
Yes.
I can't even see the edges of the puzzle.
So
Okay. What would N usually denote?
Nipples.
North.
North.
What else can N denote?
Someone else have a go.
New.
Well,
News.
phonetically, N is
November.
November. Yeah.
No, that's the
No.
NATO alphabet. Nom noms.
No.
nipples.
If it was YN, then it'd be no. I think
What's the number following N?
Sorry?
Number following N.
5.
N5.
No. November the 5th.
Oh, Guy Fawkes Day.
It's not
Oh,
Bear
Guy
Grylls, it's
Fawkes.
Guy Fawkes.
Aha!
What do you
He
We
comes
didn't
back with one of
remember,
those
remember.
What do you have 5 of?
Fingers. Friends. Years to
toes,
live.
but not Jamie.
Ah, damn it.
Items. Yeah.
Well, yes, we do. Number 5.
Which is the knife.
No. As in, we have 5 items. Number
Yeah,
5.
number 5 is the knife.
What's the L then? If N is for November,
The pocket knife.
L is for Lima. Lima
Pocket
1285.
Hmm.
2. What about the list he originally gave us? 1, 2.
Oh, I see.
The
8 is
the order of the original list is irrelevant.
Oh,
Balls.
1, 2, 8, 5 as in 8 as in to eat.
So you're,
One
I think
to
you're reading
eat.
a little bit too much into this.
a knife.
What were you going to say, Mike?
So, John, you were having a thought earlier on, which then went
Oh no,
wrong.
Backpedal.
don't say that.
So you have got 5 items.
Number 5.
Huh. Well, I just
So if
tried
N
letters
is,
1,
if
2.
N is number 5.
I tried letters 1, 2, 8, and 5 out of the phrase pocket knife, and that gives us the useful word pone.
Oh, perfect. Let's grab some pone.
So L pone.
That's the specific vintage of piss that
Hang
girls drinks.
on.
Have I made an error?
Number 5.
So it is
Letters
pone.
1, 2, 8, and 5.
L pone is real.
Pone is actually a clue, which I think makes things worse.
There's a slight cognitive leap to be made here, but you have 6 minutes to make it.
Elpo.
Home.
P on
P on E.
P on.
E.
Pony.
P on.
We don't have a pony.
LP on E.
Have we got to piss on Bear Grylls?
No.
Well, no, because that'd be P on
me.
P on B.
E. What's E?
Ecstasy.
P on me. P on me. P on Bear Grylls.
No, but
Okay,
what's
you
the
do- you
L?
do.
What's the L
We
mean?
pee on the black box. Pee on the black box.
It sizzles. You're out of
Okay.
wee, John. You shake, but there is nothing left to give.
Oh,
Quick,
there's always
lick
there's
up-
always a
lick up the last drops.
You have just over 5 minutes remaining. You are so correct with P.
Great. P.
P1. So P1. But, and what's 1?
P on
One is the
one is the mirror.
P.
So-
P on the mirror.
Okay, I'll pee on the mirror. L. What was the L? I've peed on the mirror.
L is
No.
from the list, I guess.
You are correct with P1. I have just now realised that there was slightly more of a jump to be made with this. Cognitives.
Are you realising that? As 4 brains
No.
melt.
L. Pee on the mirror.
P
LP.
on. P1.
P1.
Help you
Where
more.
would P1 be useful? P1.
P1.
What would P1?
Oh, the map. The map.
Oh, yes. Yeah, back to the map.
It doesn't go as high as P. It does go as low as 1. What other things?
Oh,
Could have,
one pair of sunglasses.
what other things could have a P1?
A P1.
One plastic
parachute?
raincoat, one parachute. Yeah.
Fucking nice.
Look through your list.
Page
of recovered
1
items.
of the book Edible Animals of the Desert.
Is it a bear?
You look at page 1 of the edible
Jesus,
animals
that's
of
the
the
answer?
desert, and you see there is a small poem about the animal called the itis.
Oh.
We were so close to getting to the end, and then my nemesis. Fucking riddle.
I can appear as truth or lies, wear a mask in clever disguise. I'm not real, though I may seem a shadow of truth or a deceptive dream.
Mirage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no.
Wear a mask in clever disguise. We should cut
Not real.
Bearfield's face off. Let's see who he really is.
I can appear as truth or lies. Wear a mask in clever disguise. I'm not real, though I may seem a shadow of truth or a deceptive dream. I'm not real. Have we imagined Bear Grylls this entire time?
Bear.
I'm wondering if the answer is to shoot Bear Grylls and realise that he isn't real.
We don't have a deposit anymore, so we could shoot him, I think. And
This is true.
Just to see what
This is
happens.
true. We have a gun. I can appear as truth or lies, wear a mask in clever disguise.
And the name Itis is kind of interesting as well. Or it is.
It is, yeah.
I'm not real, though I may seem shadow. Mike's nodding furiously at that comment. It is.
Is it a colon?
I'm just reading it over and over. My brain refuses to actually work with me here.
Because I was going to go, is it a shadow? But no, because it's a shadow of truth.
Truth.
And clearly when we said
I'm not
Mirage,
real.
we didn't get the joy from Mike that we wanted.
Not real,
It is.
though I may seem a shadow of truth.
Appear as truth or lies.
A shadow of truth or deceptive dream.
Is it just words?
Oh.
Speech?
Yeah.
Ah.
Then what's
Is it
going on
Bear
Mars?
Grylls' northern accent?
Yes, mate.
No, because that doesn't seem real.
Well, he's appearing as lies,
I'll
clearly.
see.
And it's true. It's not a
Shots
clever disguise.
I could appear as truth or lies and wear a mask. I'm not real.
I think.
Is it an animal of the desert? Yeah. I was going to say, is it an animal of the desert? Scorpion.
These
Is it
riddles
an
confirm me.
iguana?
Camel.
You're looking for a word,
A single word.
which will reveal all.
Okay, I'm stringing letters together. T-I-I-A. No.
It's a riddle, not a code.
Where am I? Clever disguise.
Oh, man. You and your feckin' riddles.
I'm not real.
This is
but
back to
I may
minus the
seem
Minotaur.
shadow of Truth or deceptive. Is it a ghost?
Eyes disguise, seem dream.
No. You've already kind of said a variation on it.
A
mirage.
What? Rails.
Mirror. It's a
Jamie's it is.
Jamie.
It is.
It is.
It is. What the fuck is it?
It is this.
The it is. It is. What?
The theatus. Theatus.
Fetus.
It is.
We're just
It is. And the answer to this riddle. Come on, 30 seconds.
Oh
We need
No.
more of a steer.
It's easy for you, Michael. You know the answer.
I know,
curse
and I'm
of
hating
knowledge.
myself for not making this easier.
Is Mike going to get his first fail?
Might do.
Will I be here to see?
But maybe this will be why I leave in disgrace.
Never mind the
I may
baby.
seem. Smoke?
What's the truth or lies?
Yeah.
So we've said mirage, we said mirror, we've said ghost, we've said smoke, we've
Where's a
said
mark?
Water?
A dog.
dream, nightmare.
We've just got it is.
Deceptive dream.
And your
Hope.
time expires.
Oh, no. Oh no.
Okay, hit it.
Are we going to kick ourselves
No, we're going to kick him.
with a gun?
Bear gets up, wipes the piss from his mustache, and
He's got a mustache now?
I thought he was always clean shaven, even in the wild.
like I say,
Please
I've
stop
done a lot
talking
of
about
research. Done a lot of research about Bear Grylls. He wipes the piss from his mustache and ginger beard, and right off into the desert with all of us. And he gathers up the items that you'd previously discussed, grabs your hand, has you form a human chain, and you start setting off into the Saharan blistering heat. I'm sorry, you have not solved my puzzle.
Oh.
So does that mean that we die in the desert? Oh,
I think Bear drinks us.
he sucks us dry.
I have a sad feeling in my heart.
My brain is...
I feel stupid.
So, the puzzle, you were trapped in the desert in a sort of plane crash scenario, something you might recognize if you've ever done any kind of team building activities or anything like that as something of a classic plane crash scenario. It's one of these ones that's used with these exact items for a lot of kind of team activities. Idea being, you give a team the scenario and you give them between 10 and 15 minutes and ask them to rank all of the items. So not just the top 5, you ask them to rank all of the items in that exact scenario. And then there's not a 100% right answer, but it's basically kind of like a weighted score, which you can give for a correct and incorrect. But what you're really doing actually is you're trying to get a group of people to communicate and discuss the various merits of things. And you're actually trying to observe, like, you know, is there one person that dominates, or do people naturally set up kind of like a way of voting or of
They
organizing
call
things?
him the Dominic.
I'm
They
just
dominate,
appalled
do
that you've made us part of your social experiment. Like, this is terrible.
This is unethical.
Why take one of the worst things that exist in Western society and submit your friends to it for a podcast? Are you going to do the one next week where we get to electrocute each other to see how far we'll go?
Oh, God.
They've all been debunked now anyway.
Pretty much. It's a pretty classic thing. I was trying to find out like the etymology, kind of like the history of where it's come from, because you look at it and like every team building activity and like there's loads of classroom activities kind of based around it. Some of them attribute it to the American Coast Guard, and some of them attribute it to the RNLI. And there's a few kind of like professors from the late 90s.
Do any of them
who claim it.
attribute it to a crash in the desert?
So I think some of it
they
is
tend
based
to
on
end with
data.
people eating each other.
So the crash in the desert one. So for example, the cosmetic mirror being in at number 1, 80% chance of being spotted and rescued. Basically, if you've got something to do signaling with, and a mirror gives you during daylight like the highest kind of potential candle power for that. So it's kind of the idea is it's sort of based on kind of like data and thinking, and the whole thing about the desert being your number one priority is being seen and found because you're more likely to be rescued than you are to actually be able to walk your way out of the desert, and then preserving water. Because dehydration is basically going to be the quickest thing to kill you. It's going to be the heat and the...
A fun side fact, a lot of people are found dead in the desert of dehydration with full water canteens.
Oh, because they're trying to save it.
Because they're trying to save water so much that they collapse and fall unconscious with plenty of water still.
Oh, that's crazy.
So the trick is to wait until your friends do that and then hoard it.
Yeah.
Say, hold
fucking
on,
mad.
shouldn't we be saving that? And then within like a couple of days, you've got 6 people's worth of water to get out of the desert.
Yeah, so you can neck 3 and then still ration the rest off.
Exactly.
I think the point,
So-
though, was that you've got 1 litre because you can recycle it infinitely, as Bear Grylls does constantly with his plastic raincoat. So
And it's piss.
you'd have to recycle other people. Yeah, you'd have to not only wait until they
So-
drop down unconscious, but then also somehow siphon off their urine if they have any left.
Well, no, if you wait till they die, most people void anyway. So
Sure.
as long as you're ready with a little cup.
Yeah,
Just be there ready to catch it and you're good.
Yeah. And then you can lick
Wow,
their,
not so much the
lick their
death
sweat
rattle
off
as the
their
death
forehead.
shake.
But yeah, so that's the kind of scenario it is. The idea is it's one of those ones where you ideally get a team and you get them to kind of debate the relative merits, and then they present a thing, and then you tell them whether or not they'd have survived, essentially. The normal one doesn't have a 100% correct answer. It has these weightings, but there is a recommended, like, this is essentially based on the top 5 that I had is based on sort of the top weighted items, with obviously number 5 being the only one you needed to get right. If you got number 5 right, I was going to tell you had the whole lot right, and then we could pick it apart later. But as it was, you naturally worked your way towards having all 5 right, basically by not getting the pocket knife in slot number 5 until right at the end. But that all worked. You'd be interested to know that right at the bottom of the table is the rubbing alcohol, the salt tablets. Nah.
Wait, I was going to say, rubbing alcohol is lower than salt tablets because, I mean, we're not really...
Salt tablets would be for rehydration.
What?
Well, so when you... I guess it depends on what you mean by salt tablets. So, like when
Tablets of salt.
like diarrhea stuff has
Oh, you're thinking your blood salinity.
Yes.
You're in more danger of overly increasing your blood salinity than you are of it dropping significantly. The alcohol is bottom of the list because if you do start a fire with pure rubbing alcohol, the flame's invisible.
Oh.
Which makes it really quite dangerous.
But warm. Deserts get cold at night.
You'll be
and
warm.
you can sterilize things with it.
You'll be warm for the rest of your life. Both seconds of it.
Give a man a fire. He's warm for a few minutes. Set a man on fire. He's warm for the rest of his life. So that was the core of this, because I did this as an activity with my team at work like months ago, and I was like, oh, this is actually really interesting, like how it worked. Totally forgetting, of course, that you'd instantly be like, okay, the mirror, is there a fucking cockerel in it? Can I twist the bit? I was like, oh shit, I've given a set of items to a group of people who have been trained across 5 years to pick items to shreds and not trust a fucking word in them. And then on top of that, I just put the black box, which was spitting out the Morse code, which you got really quickly, which was the N5L1285.
I had no input on that. That was ear pain for me to the point where I was considering taking my headphones off if you were asking to hear it again. But I thought, no, because then I'm clearly not taking part. And then I just waited till everyone else, once we were given the text, I waited till everyone else had worked it out. And I just wrote it down, repeated it, so that on the recording it sounds like I also had worked it out.
That's the team
Have
player.
you considered being a team leader?
What an
This
excellent
guy's upper
idea.
management.
I've just had.
You could run for parliament.
Written
with that
all
attitude.
over him. Yeah. Jacob Rees-Dom.
And this was the first of several leaps, because N followed by a number for me is always going to be number, because if you ever look at a graph, this is the first of many leaps. If you ever look at any graphs or data or basically anything, N is always equal to number or value. So N5, I'd given you 5 things. I was like, I'll see it
Except
straight away.
perhaps if you're stuck in the middle of the desert and have a compass.
Yeah.
And also the fact that I saw it as one continuous thing as well.
Yeah.
There's nothing differentiating that it's N5 and then it stops.
So I was
Yeah.
going to put in spaces or commas between them, but it made the Morse really long. And I was like, oh, that would be just horrendous. to
It
try
was
and
as it
decode.
was.
It was already pretty long.
And that was just 7 characters. So I was like,
The difficulty with the Morse, the challenge, was that the spaces were very short. So I just kept having it run away from me before I'd even got the dots and dashes down and go, no, I got the first 2 letters down and I'm lost.
Yeah.
Because it,
Yeah. Once we got to the numbers, that was a lot easier because like 5 is the maximum amount of characters you can have in the Morse code. So it's easy to compartmentalize those. Getting the N, the 5, and the L, because they were different lengths, meant it was difficult to sort of pass, okay, that's what that is. But the other ones were easier.
well, that was why I had the actual written out code as well, because I was like,
that was good.
it's fun to play the sound, but also the challenge shouldn't be, can I listen to more
knowing
code?
Morse code.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because the extent of my knowledge of Norse code is that there are dots and dashes.
And that's good. You're halfway there.
I also noticed that on every playthrough, somebody said something halfway, which I was like, that's going to mute it for the other people listening.
Of course, yeah.
So I was like, and it was like a 20-something second clip. So I was like, I'll put the code in there. So that was just to help that. And you got the code. You actually, I think you got the numbers really quickly, like on the first flush. And then you spent like a few minutes double checking, and that was fine. Anyway, you got your top 5 items. And then after what I now realized was, a heck of a leap. N5 and then L, you got the letters 1, 2, 8, 5. And Dom, you'd got that, but ended up with Pone. And again,
Pone 1, 2, 8, 5. That's Pone.
Yep. If I'd done P1, which would have introduced a space, I had that on my original and wasn't happy with having a space as a character in the L, because I was like, it's not a letter, it's a character. I was like, oh God. So I was like, oh, P1. They'll see P1. The second leap.
What did P1 mean?
It was the first page of the book.
All right. So yes, that.
What was the L for then?
For letters.
Yeah.
So the
Number,
letters of
file,
the word
letter,
pocket
1, 2,
knife.
8, 5.
Got you.
Yeah.
So a bit of signposting with that somewhere would have been basically because of like the nesting of the codes, I wasn't able to add anything into them, and I was like, fuck, I would like to have added something in there. As I was listening to you guys doing it, being like, piss. So yeah, that's on me. But anyway, you get to the poem and you're looking at the itis or the it is.
It is.
Jamie.
Yeah.
And you look at the riddle. I can appear as truth or lies, wear a mask instead of a disguise. I'm not real the way I may seem. A shadow of truth or a deceptive dream. The answer to that, and there could have been several answers, but anything along the lines of fake. It is fake. If you had basically declared it's fake, you would have won. You'd have confronted, Bear would have gone, fuck's sake, cut, thrown his cup of piss to the floor in disgust, and then half a dozen camera people and sound guys would emerge from the sand and wreckage and start playing with their phones. Because Bear Grylls famously has
Stooges.
faked a lot of shit.
But
Is he
not
really?
never the piss though. It's always actually his piss.
It's about the piss mostly. It's mostly basically
It's
he goes to
excuse.
television bosses and he's like, guys, I need to drink a lot of piss for reasons to do with my love of piss. Can you
There's some
pay
way
me
I
some
could
money to do this
monetize this.
professionally?
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, if you'd said, "Oh, it's fake," then the ending you would have got is, "Oh, for fuck's..." Oh, sorry, that's not his accent. Oh, for fuck's sake! Bear throws his cup of piss to the ground in disgust. Half a dozen camera people and sound guys emerge from the sand and the wreckage and start playing with their phones. You bloody arseholes! This was supposed to be a £12 Netflix special. Oh, where's my feckin' trailer? And then a massive motorhome would emerge from a nearby cactus. Fuck this, I'm having some kangaroo placenta. A frustrated-looking director, who up until now had been looking remarkably like a burnt, mangled corpse, would then approach you. Look, I need you to sign some release forms, but do you want to get something to eat? And he gestures behind the wreck, where you see, actually, what looks a little bit like a McDonald's. In fact, it looks just like the one off of Junction 11 of the M1, with a large set of curtains coming down around you to reveal you've in fact been in a sand-covered car park in Luton. Oh God, you're in Luton.
I was going to say
And that would have been...
that's a worse ending, I think. Yeah, that wouldn't have felt like a win.
Certain death of Luton. So when we're there going, Mirage, and you're nodding furiously, the answer was fake.
If it just it's because like one person said not real. I'm like, just say it is not real, or it's not real, or it's fake, or just something. Somebody give me the thing I need. I was so aching. I was so close. But again, it's puzzle design. That was multiple, slightly fuzzy potential answers to that. I could have just given it to you. The it is fake, and you're on. It is fake. Solved. Satisfying solution. It was just one level of obfuscation.
Okay, so I wonder. I mean, the poem's nice.
It is quite nice.
But
is this the sandwich of feedback with the term?
there isn't anything else. But there isn't anything else in the setup apart from Bear Grylls' very fake act to make us think that this might not be real. And it would be lovely to have had a couple of bits of flavour earlier on. That seem off.
Yeah, like a little glitch in the Matrix, or
it's not a reveal.
Yeah,
thing,
exactly.
I suppose the challenge we got for the past 5 years is that the suspension of disbelief that we've been in every cockamamie scenario imaginable.
Yeah.
So there's not. We've been in the gullet of a demonic rabbit twice. There's nothing for us to think that it might not be real. We're sort of trained to believe it.
Yeah, you're right. I needed some signposting. Yeah, I felt like basically I was really chuffed with myself because like, okay, the core of this, like for me, is going to be you guys talking about what the most important items are. And everything else is just going to be kind of like little bits to kind of get you towards a resolution with it. And it'll all be fake. So that'll be the thing. And the connecting tissue just wasn't well connected enough. And I'm miffed because it's my last proper puzzle.
Oh, I think it's the perfect end.
Only for the next 18 years, Michael. You'll be back.
Wizened.
So I have a question, Michael. Given that we were basically doing a team building exercise there without knowing it, which is the ultimate objective of a team building exercise, because otherwise, if everyone knows it's a team building exercise, then they're on their bestest behavior.
So why do I hate these people more than when I started? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's why. But how did we do?
Okay, so it was interesting. You did, as a group, you did the consensus thing pretty well. You did fall prey to the one person says something palpably not true, and then everybody going, okay, this is now part of my objective reality. So I want to say John at one point. Oh no,
that tracks. That tracks.
I think you'd all decided at one point, for example, that the parachute was one of the items, and John, you said it out loud at one point that you were like, okay, so the parachute's in the top 5, and you'd basically kind of like decided amongst yourselves that the initial 5 items you got were the correct 5 for the top 5.
Yeah, because I didn't think that. I thought you'd say that's not in the top 5 rather than saying it's been lower. All right, it seems like that would be a ridiculous thing to try and lug around a desert, but okay.
Yeah, I guess the relative usefulness of the items depends entirely on what you want to do. And we're not like, okay, we need to walk out of the desert, or we need to signal for help, or we need to camp here and survive. It wasn't actually very clear what activity, what survival strategy we had that we were trying to fit these items around. If the survival strategy is defend yourself from raiders, then the knife and the gun suddenly
If it was just us, then I'd be like, right, hunker down here, signaling, conserving water. But Bear Grylls was taking us on an expedition, and that did muddy it a bit for me. So I agree with John that I wasn't sure what we were going to be doing and therefore what we needed.
No, okay, that's fair. So,
again, obviously these escape rooms are very much a case of suspend all disbelief. But the fact that we had Grylls, who is, a survival expert, who wasn't giving us any tips on the survival, just really irked me. I would have almost preferred if it had just been like a list with the items and then like a note at the top saying, if you want to survive in the desert, pick your top 5, and then you just guiding us through. Oh no, that's wrong. Where you've got that one.
Yeah, but Onikos, you sweet summer child. That would mean Mike didn't get to do a silly voice.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah,
I know. I realised that's the flaw.
But it was good fun though.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Well, that's the thing. You've put your finger correctly on one of my other. Genuinely one of my early tier episode hates, which is why I think I basically banned NPCs for a while. Which is exactly that. It's the NPC who doesn't behave like an NPC. It's the NPC who's like, I'm weirdly a robot in this very specific way. And oh God, are you interacting with me? And this isn't, So basically every element of this was slightly wobblier than I thought, which I'm cheesed off with because I thought I'd really worked out the logic of this.
I mean, now that we know that that the solution was it's all fake, I'm now thinking, was that you being incredibly clever, giving Bear Grylls a very different accent and pretending that you didn't know?
Dom is shaking his head. Do not give him.
No, Any
It's,
other?
it's our loss, not yours. Technically, you beat us.
No, it's not. It's no. I'm supposed to facilitate a good game. You should come out of this feeling challenged.
Enough of your team building bullshit. I'm here to drink and win.
And not necessarily in that order.
This is definitely not it.
Any other last thoughts or questions, or shall I move us on?
I just wanted to say, I really enjoyed the sort of mastermind element of figuring out the order of the items. Once we realized that, we had to get them in the specific order. But I was expecting, we get the order right and something magically pops up out of the sand, like a key appears in the air, or a cactus turns around and is I don't know.
Yeah, there's something slightly cruel about the order only being relevant for one of the items. Because once we'd done it, I think we all hung on to that in our heads. Like, okay, we've got these things now that we can do something
and then
with.
Nothing
and
specifically happened.
Yeah.
Because I thought once we had the order, Bear was going to take us out into the desert, and then the order would become relevant to our quest. Or we'd have 5 challenges that we had to, use one item for specifically and find a creative way to use said item.
Yeah.
The poem. I like the poem. I like a riddle, but there's something very cruel about it because it leads to all four of us sort of sitting there with our little brain, individually trying to crack this thing, and without any sort of real process. It's one of those challenges where you either suddenly spot it or you never will.
I think that's like a symptom of in escape rooms. Putting a riddle into an escape room will either be you steamroll it because you know the answer, or it'll just be a complete dead stop. But there's an escape room I went to a couple of years ago where the final answer, the final puzzle, were 3 riddles, and they were riddles I'd seen before. So it was bam, bam, bam.
So you just
it became a pub quiz to finish an escape room, which left sort of a sour taste.
If you'd known it was a 4-letter word, again, that probably would have been enough.
Yeah, that sort of thing would have helped.
Or
Signposting
if it had been an acrostic. Is it an acrostic where the first letter of each line?
Yeah, that's the first.
That
would have worked.
Yeah, see, I was looking for that sort of thing, but then you said it's
but
just a riddle.
we'd have
There's
smashed
no
that in
code here.
Yeah.
We were all hunting through that, looking for letters to pick out.
And it wasn't supposed to be hard. That was the thing. It wasn't supposed to be hard. It was supposed to be your aha moment. It was supposed to be your moment of, aha, this is it.
I think that's the challenge with riddles in general, I think, in these kinds of scenarios, is that it's almost impossible to find a logical path to solve that. It's either you get it or you don't, like John said, it's that you can't work it out.
Yeah, there's no difficulty setting. It's kind of instant win or not quite instant, but you don't get better at understanding the riddle by reading it more and analysing it more. Generally,
well, it's the quality of the riddle.
I don't know if I quite agree,
because remember
they can be solved by thinking. If you think, if you break, the way I do it is I break down each clue, and you think about something that one of the lines could be, and then you could just apply it to the next line and so forth. So you can work through it.
Does it work? Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I've seen a riddle work in an escape room, it's when the riddle is an instruction on how to solve the puzzle, not when the riddle contains the solution itself. Yeah. That's usually when it's been most effective.
Well, if you remember the Garden of Eden episode, we had Ridley-El, the angel, who had 3 very simple riddles, and you got them pretty quickly, and they were pitched just right.
So you were like, this time, oh boy, I'm going to make it hard.
Yeah, it was basically. Okay, right. Listener,
I'm very chuffed, Michael, because now you've joined me in the sun.
Yeah, I get my first team fail. I'm going to bear it with all of the sadness and resignation. And
I've got 3.
Just basically acknowledging
Still the champion, John.
I've screwed up. I mean, just having one of these is really acknowledging that I've fucked up. Massively just underthought a puzzle.
So imagine doing that 3 times.
I can't. I'd cry.
Yeah, all right.
He's already got a child.
If I'm the GM and we fail, it's my fault. If I'm on the team we fail, it's my fault.
No, this one is very much my fault.
Do I have a BMW outside or something?
Right, okay, I'm going to move us on.
So thanks very much for listening to this special edition of The Desert of We Reborn. If you like what you've heard and want to listen to more, you can subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts for new episodes every single Sunday. And thanks again to our Patreon supporters, Rachel, Halfin, and Will, for making this episode possible. If you want to be super cool like them and support the show, then consider joining our Patreon over at patreon.com/The Infinite Escape Room, where for as little as $1 a month, you can get access to bonus behind-the-scenes content, unedited episodes, and access to our live recordings. Your Puzzle Maestro for this episode was Mike, and your solvers were Jamie, Dom, John, and Anarchus. This episode was edited by Jamie, and episode art was by Dom Jordan. Check out his work at domjordanillustration.com. We love you lots, and we'll see you next week on The Infinite Escape Room. Bye-bye.